Fucking in the basement, bodies are adjacent. Back to the basics, loving you like junior high. We can let the rumors fly. Baby girl, it's you and I. Go back like it's coolie high. Missing how you used to lick it. Below the waist is where I like to lick it. And right in your mouth was where I'ma stick it. Ride you so fast I might get a ticket. Yo, your love is what I'm craving. Damn, you're so amazing. Hotter than Cajun, slanted eyes like she Asian. Queen of my planet, so it's you that I'm praising. If niggas disrespecting this pistol, I'll be raising. Coming out the house, nigga, with the judge blazing. If I put him in a coma, then that's where he stays. I'm infatuated by your smile on your faces. Give love a new start and take it back to the basics. Mommy, let's face it, there ain't no replacement. We can go back and take it back to the basics. We can go back and take it back to the basics. We can go back and take it back to the basics. Go different places, see different faces. Go on vacation and take it back to the basics. We can go back and take it back to the basics. We can go back and take it back to the basics. We can go back like we was rocking aces, Sauconys and spot bills, Pumas with no laces. High school love, holding hands between classes. Before everybody had these butterfly lashes. Bodies all natural, no fake asses. Remember those days? Prep, rally, band practice. Making love on a mattress, screaming like an actress. Back when Muhammad Ali was Clay Cassius. Back when you called them 4 eyes for wearing glasses. For social media shit, I love to the masses. Back when we used to flick a blood full of ashes before playing freeze tag to see who was the fastest. Back like when the shoebox was out stashes. Back like skipping school and cutting classes. I'm infatuated by your smile on your faces. Give love a new start and take it back to the basics. Mommy, let's face it, there ain't no replacement. We can go back and take it back to the basics. We can go back and take it back to the basics. We can go back and take it back to the basics. Go different places, see different faces. Go on vacation and take it back to the basics. We can go back and take it back to the basics. We can go back and take it back to the basics. We can go back. We can go back. Oh, we can go back. Yeah, yeah. Mommy, let's face it, there ain't no replacement. We can go back and take it back to the basics. We can go back and take it back to the basics. Oh, we can go back and take it back to the basics. City Live. I met this chick named Pam, body was ham, hard as a motherfucker. I was like, damn, clicked on the page, I thought it was spam. She too damn perfect, I hope she not a man. Damn, as I'm scrolling, checking out her timeline, peeping out her story, and damn, she fine. Now I'm thinking about wishing I could rewind time, straight 20 piece. I mean, she a dime. I was at the crib, rolling up some swishers, phone dry as hell and I need a few bitches. Started out slow, I was sipping me some liquor.
Well, I see you on one screen and it's still the countdown on the other. So I don't know if we... Now transition.
You on there? You there? You there? You good? You already
good? We in the house.
We in the house.
We in the house. Well,
you see what happened?
Now,
when Dub, you see what happened when Dub ain't here, yo?
And now that I know how to get this thing started, I'm gonna start doing a couple by myself because I have some topics that sometimes everybody don't want to tackle and stuff like that, and I have a whole nother fan base that I need to be reaching out to as well. So this was definitely a great experience. Welcome to the effing podcast. I'm your host, Branson.
Budha.
Shout out my girl, Kelli Jo, the co-hostess with the mostest. Shout out my man, B.D.U.B.
What's goody?
They're not here with us tonight, but
They playing hooky.
Those damn Hill boys are in the building, and we just going to give the best show we know how to give possible. So we appreciate any and everybody tuning in with us tonight. Share, subscribe, like, comment, all our stuff. If you comment, we'll respond. I have Buddha check the comments and things of that nature, and we'll respond. And hopefully you had a happy. Oh no. Before I get started, we got to give shout outs.
Most definitely.
Shout outs Ace and Fancy.
What's happening?
Shout out Dank Drinks.
What's good?
Shout out Alpha Dogs.
What's goody?
Shout out Mike's Chicken and Waffles.
Really?
So, if you want to check the business, go in the little, what is the bar? The little thing up top, the eyeglass thing, and go check out the businesses I just shouted out. Great, and support your own. Give a little support every chance you get. So, like I was at before, welcome to the show. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Tell a friend to tell a friend. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. Like I said, we are coming off of Thanksgiving. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. I hope that you got to spend time with your family. I hope you got to spend time with your loved ones. And I hope you just enjoyed it. It should have been a festive time. I hope you checked on your friends that didn't have anybody with them and stuff of that nature, just to make sure that they were all right. Offer them a plate if they didn't have anything to eat, and, just enjoyed the holidays. Buddha, you enjoyed yours?
Bruh.
Always.
Mine was amazing.
Always.
I'm not even going to lie.
Always.
The only thing I don't like is I don't like being in the city for long amounts of time. That's it. Other than that, man, that thing was great.
Always.
Was great. I didn't get to see everybody I wanted to see, but I did get to see people I needed to see.
A lot of people share that same sentiment nowadays. Like, they'll go home, but they don't want to be home long. Like, they'll be home, see the family, love everybody, see a couple of friends, but by the end of the day or the next day, it's time to go.
Yeah, it's just a lot of bad. It just feels like it's bad energy still down there. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I think I had PTSD with that city.
You're realizing why you left the city in the first place. Like,
Well, I knew why I left. You know what I mean? But it's like when I go back, my brain, my thoughts change instantly. Like, it's not like positive, peaceful.
It's definitely not
optimistic. Buddha.
But it has, because it has some of the negativity that comes from the city is crazy.
All those like the I guess I call it the path or the journey that I've been on. You know what I mean? Like, when I go home, fuck all that. It's back to the Met Monster, nigga. Like, all those old thoughts come right back instantly.
It's just not the same. And then, we started lives in another city. You know what I'm saying? So the way we feel about this city is how we used to feel about the Met. But then, like, the Met has so many bad memories at times and stuff like that. Like, it has some amazing ones, no doubt about it. But it definitely has its bad ones. You know what I'm saying? So, but definitely shout out to Met. During Thanksgiving, I'm going to just go ahead and jump into sports real quick. Rivalry week, all that. During Thanksgiving, I watched the Green Bay Packers beat the Detroit Lions. I watched the San Francisco 49ers beat the Seahawks. Then I watched the Cowboys dog walk the Commanders. I mean, dog walk these boys. Like, so bad they fired the DC the next day. Defensive coordinator out of there. Like, they dog walked them boys. They dog walked them boys. So yeah, it was a good NFL slate. We got the Cowboys coming up in, I believe, 2 weeks. We had the Bills this week, and then we had the Cowboys next. No, we had the Bills this Sunday.
I'm about to say the Bills are starting to gel a little bit.
And we're going to smash them.
Yeah, I don't see them.
We got the Bills this Sunday.
Fuck y'all, too.
We got the Niners next Sunday. Then we have the Cowboys. So, our next couple of slated games, considering we did freshly come up off of beating the Chiefs on Monday Night Football. Like, kudos to my birds for doing that, because everybody always says, who y'all beat? We beat everybody. Like, it's not a question of who we beat anymore. We beat everybody. It's just be scared if we finally have that game that we've been waiting on. We haven't had that great game yet. But I ain't going to get stuck on that. College rivalries. Big rivalry games in college football today.
Big.
I saw Auburn fans cry. I
usual.
saw Auburn fans cry because they were this close to beating Alabama. And on 4th and goal, mind you, my man is on the 31-yard line. Somehow he finds his man in the back of the end zone.
It was a slight push, but whatever.
It doesn't matter.
That doesn't even matter.
It doesn't. It's 4th and forever.
That doesn't even matter.
And the game's on the line, and you let Alabama.
He should have had his weight up.
Once again, beat you.
They gonna beat that boy with socks.
You talking about PTSD? Auburn will always have, and I can't say nothing. Because my team played today. But before I get to them, there was another good game on today. Another big rivalry game, Ohio State, Michigan. That was a good game. Michigan pulled out the dub. Ohio State has a freaking Marvin Harrison Jr.
Shout out to my cousin Marvin. He was out there at the game.
Shout out my man Marvin, who was at
it out there every year.
I'm gonna say it for him. Go Big Blue, because Big Blue put on. Shut Ohio State down. And like I said, my Gamecocks. Well, we didn't do so well. I know the game's probably about over now. So we lost to Clemson. I won't say again because we beat them last year, but we did lose to Clemson,
unfortunately.
So we'll look forward to next year because we're not going bowling. Do we fire Shane Beamer? No. Okay.
we need. You know who we need to fire? We need to fire whoever the fuck is the offensive coordinator. Because I'm tired of these same weak ass play calls. Like, that's what I'm really tired of.
But if
that's
you don't,
really what I'm tired of.
If you don't have
the play calling is terrible. We still do these high school ass plays, yo.
If you don't have the athletes to run these plays, we didn't even recruit a running back this year. Stop
If
it.
you can just come up with a play, like, everything doesn't have to be out the shotgun. Everything shouldn't have to be run out of the shotgun.
Well, not to get back on, the Eagles, but I saw a lot of 3rd and 1s and 4th and 1s this weekend. A lot of teams should really think about implementing this brotherly shove. I see some teams try it.
No.
Nah, they didn't do good. Of course, we'll try it from the shotgun. Like, like you say, some of the stuff we do don't make no sense. But I would think more teams would implement the brotherly shove into their offense, especially when it's such a given play. Like, I would study that play down to the T just to put that in my offense. But on to other college news before we jump into some other topics. Women's college basketball.
Oh, Lord of mercy.
I'll do the Gamecocks first. Then we'll jump into old girl. The Lady Gamecocks are rolling. They put the smackdown on. I didn't even look at the team. I just took the score. 101-19. The Lady Gamecocks took it to them, and they weren't ready for Lady Gamecock basketball, which leads into my next topic, which I was talking with your parents last week about. Shout out Mom and Dad. Love y'all. Miss Reese. Angel Reese.
She may not ever step on the court again.
Lady Tigers.
Collegiately.
She might not. But, and I'm going to get into her, but I'm going to talk about because, the Lady Tigers were doing a lot of woofing. Like, they going to see the Lady Gamecocks and they going to do something to us, which we know they ain't going to do, especially if Angel ain't on the squad. But, I just want to touch on that. Like, ain't nobody scared of the Lady Tigers, not the Lady Gamecocks. Like, we'll be ready. We will be ready. But to the story on Angel Reese, and I haven't heard anything concrete on it. Heard grades floated around. Heard a couple of other rumors, but like you said, she might not step back on the college basketball court anymore. And it makes you look at, well, it had me look at the NIL now. Now I see why they kind of didn't want money in college like that. Because once
Now you can't take advantage of the kids like you used to.
that's very true. But now it's the student's fault though.
How?
Well, not because you're not keeping your grades up. Because she's possibly going to lose more money that she could have gotten. With her, it's different. And to me, I see
everybody has their own path, but everybody doesn't have the same skill or talent.
I see it a little bit differently when it comes to Angel Reese because, and I'm gonna explain it. And this is the thing, but the difference between women and men's sports, especially basketball. Now, with Angel Reese, she got her money, well deserved, but that kind of money doesn't carry into the WNBA like that. You see what I'm saying? It's different you getting this money in college, but that same money's not in the WNBA like it is in the NBA.
Bruh. She probably got more money now than she might even make in the WNBA.
That's what I'm saying. But
So,
but this is the difference. See, with her, it's like, babe, you got to straighten up because you know there's more endorsements down the line for you. You gonna get paid. You know, get your education while
she
you're
ain't
in
gonna
school.
stop future endorsements when she's out of school. No, like, they ain't gonna care about that shit.
I'm not saying it stops future endorsements, but if you're not eligible to play anymore, that
collegiately.
But like
she just wait until she probably finish out her collegiate eligibility years or requirements.
But what I'm saying is the difference is women's college basketball doesn't pay like men's basketball. Like you said, she probably gonna make more money now than she does in the WNBA. And she's a hell of a talent. She's super talented.
After I think about it, I'm lying. Because she's going to get even more endorsements once she gets drafted. True. Endorsements are going to come. Sponsors are going to come for her, dog. Like, what the fuck is she talking about?
Just
because...
But the women's game doesn't have as many doors to me as the men's game does. Like, to me, like I was telling mom and dad, to me, women's college basketball is bigger than the WNBA. It is, in my opinion. And I could be wrong. And if I'm wrong, you know, let me know in the comment section. But to me, women's college basketball is bigger than the WNBA just because of college affiliation, especially if your team good. So that's my only thing to it.
What I'll say to that is because of the Final Four, the road to the Final Four.
Well, I just think, to me, women's college basketball
that would be the only
is, to me, and I could be wrong, like I said, is bigger than the WNBA. You know, once you get to the WNBA, yeah, you're that star, but the lights aren't as big to me as they are on women's college.
That's why I'm saying because of the Final Four, the road to the Final Four. That's exactly why.
Very true.
That's where the light comes in on women playing basketball in general. Because that's where you found out about the white girl from Iowa too. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Oh, she's really nice like this?
She's really nice like that.
You see
too.
what I'm saying? Like that's how you find
And what's crazy is the interest. Like before, and I guess it's because the Lady Gamecocks weren't really ever that good like that. But, you know, we still knew about Pat Summitt and stuff like that back in those days. Diana Taurasi, those girls. The UConn girls when they had Rebecca Lobo and them. Like, we still knew about women's college basketball.
And UConn's always been consistent, though.
They have. But I think that run, like how Pat Summitt had her run.
But then Dawn came.
Pat Summitt had her run. Then Gino Auriemma had his run. Now it's the Dawn Staley regime.
But UConn has always been consistent, too. They keep talent. Like, these schools that you keep talking, they still have extremely high, talented female players. Word up.
They do.
They're just not the Gamecocks. They're just not the Lady Gamecocks.
At the end of the day, I'm putting my money on the Lady Gamecocks.
You just don't have Dawn
just
on
like
the team.
that. I'm putting my money on the Lady Gamecocks. So on to other topics. There were a lot of sexual allegations levied against men this week. A lot of sexual allegations. I'm going to just run down the list of names who were hit with some type of sexual misconduct allegation. Jimmy Iovine, Cuba Gooding Jr., Harvey Pierre, Jamie Foxx, Axl Rose, Marcellus Wiley, and I believe that the mayor of NYC, Eric Adams, I believe the New York City mayor, Eric Adams, had allegations levied against him as well. I don't know. These are men in very, very powerful positions. Axl Rose, I heard about his. He said he didn't know a lot of these guys, I guess, are saying that he didn't know the woman. Axl Rose definitely said that. Marcellus Wiley, I didn't hear, the story with him, but he's being accused of allegations as well. Like Jamie Foxx, this isn't the first time I've heard Jamie Foxx's name, I don't think. And of course, it all started with your boy last week, Puffy.
What I'm going to say is, I don't like where this is going. I don't like how
all these people can have these allegations lobbied against them without a statute of limitation on them.
And how long are we? You know what I mean? Like, I don't. No. Let me rephrase this. Well, I didn't even say what you said, but that's sort of where I was going. But it's like, why would you wait? Why would you want to wait and hold out and harbor these feelings when typically when you're dealing with, legal circumstances, you need to get that stuff done in a timely fashion or a timely manner. Now, especially with a lot of these big names that you're mentioning,
and
think about how many people they probably have encountered.
As a guy, and I know this is a touchy subject, speaking from a male's perspective, waiting so long leaves more doubt than anything, because when you get in the realms of like 10 years, 15 years, the further back you go, as for me, I know my memory gets a little bit shady.
Bro, I know mine is.
Look, I'm just saying, the further back in time we go, if I can remember it is one thing, but remembering exact details about everything that went on is another thing. And some of these allegations that I've seen, they stem some years back. Some of these allegations are not recent,
at all.
Yeah,
the only reason they're coming up is because they put out, like they're saying, they're putting out this new law where you have to,
I think the sex act, the Sexual Abuse Act. Correct. I think I saw something on that. I should have read up on it.
Statute of limitations is coming up.
So in
now
other words,
will be other people
I'm
getting
sure,
thrown out there from God knows how long,
it's almost
or whatever
like,
they may have.
Because aren't you
done.
Pressing them to now come forward?
That's exactly
you're
what
pressing
you're
them to bring whatever allegations they have to put against anybody forward. So now,
I don't think this is how they intended it. I don't think this is what they intended to happen, or how they thought about it happening.
I'm sure that's not how they really intended it for how it to happen. But yet we're here, and these guys have some serious charges levied against them. And like I said, Axl Rose said he doesn't remember. I'm like, I believe him.
I definitely believe him. Welcome to the jungle.
I believe Axl Rose has no idea who this woman is. I remember the night they came up on the VMAs. First time.
And it's like, I feel bad for the women the most, because you had to deal there, and if it's real, y'all endured with this for how many years, but why wait so long? Why?
And that's the thing, like, the sympathy goes out to the women for sure, because like you said, they're the ones who have to deal with this traumatic situation. But like I say, the longer you let it go, and then you come and be like, well, okay, this is what happened. When, and I don't want to be perceived as being, because you wouldn't call me Chauvin and stuff, but when the stage was set for the Me Too movement, wasn't that kind of what it was all about, to go ahead and start getting these things out into the open? If I'm correct, because, I want to be seen as wrong on this, but, I thought that was how was going to be like, okay, boom, now. But now, since, like you said, they're putting a deadline on it, basically, to report these acts, we'll see.
Somebody asked, have you watched the Fall of Minneapolis documentary?
No. What is that about?
I'm not sure. I have to look that up. That was in a comment.
Shout out anybody out there watching, listening. We appreciate y'all. Right now, we're touching on the sexual allegations levied against several gentlemen over the past week. I got the other one circled. I know you heard about your boy Josh Giddey.
Boy. NBA gonna be, NBA got some work to do.
Josh Giddey's been accused of kicking it with a minor.
With children.
Like, oh, man, you around all these grown women, my guy, and they're just accusations. They're it's alleged. But, boy, that definitely wouldn't be a good look. And
why am I always confused as to why do you want to hang around under 8? Like, I love to be outside, but I prefer to be like 25 and up.
Let me put it to you like this.
Why are you even playing around with somebody that could be at least?
As a guy, and I probably think differently now because I'm a little older, but I would have just thought, like, as a guy at that age with that type of money, it wouldn't have been no doubt. We wouldn't even been caught up in the underage sector. Because I would have been trying to get in with the club with them, or
think about where I just came from. Back home. What was I doing at my age? At 15, 16,
sneaking in clubs,
17.
Sneaking in clubs.
And not even just
sneaking
any
in clubs. Like,
I'm
trying to get
into
the
grown club. Like, I don't even want to be around my own. I want to get in there with the grown folks, because them grown.
I'm sneaking in the club hoping Dad ain't in.
Oops.
I'm sneaking in the. Me and Dad never ran into each other at the club either, for anybody wondering. Yeah, I used to be trying to sneak in all the clubs, hoping that the bouncer either didn't see us getting in or that their math was off that night. Shout out to clubs in the Met back in the day.
Back in the day,
Tropicana, Midnight Lounge,
NCO Club,
Purple Rain, Fountain Blue. Shout out all the clubs out in the Met back in the day. We used to have a ton.
Fucking Baby Grands, Jamaican Jacks.
It was a good time to be had out there. 112 where all the players were. And that's another thing, like, getting older and having the memories you have, especially if they're good memories. Like, I have a lot of good memories of the Met, and then I have a lot of bad memories of the Met. And I don't know which outweighs which. It might be 50-50 when it comes to it. All right, so moving on. It's not going to be a long show tonight. I only had Derek Chauvin, officer arrested for choking and killing our
Mr.
brother.
Floyd.
Yeah, was stabbed.
Pokey. Pokemon
was stabbed over the week, and you can't say it couldn't have happened to a better person. Like, I feel wrong saying that, but he need to watch his back, because I'm sure that they are really trying to get at him. I'm sure there's a ticket on his head. I'm sure that them boys got a ticket on his head in there. So, hey, walk with your back against the wall. You know what I'm saying? He
had to drop no soap. Still got poked.
He better walk with his back against the wall, And how many years he got?
Not enough.
Not nearly enough. So, like I said, Be safe up in there, my guy. Try to be safe anyway. Next topic. And have you heard about this? Because this kind of sits wrong with me, especially being from Philly and stuff like that. And it's going to be something like, have you heard about Hall & Oates? Budha, have you heard about Hall & Oates falling out and now one of them is suing the other about performing? Budha, have you heard about Hall & Oates falling out? One of them suing the other about performing songs without. Budha, have you? Yes, Hall, the legendary blue-eyed soul music. Hall & Oates are in a bitter feud right now. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, look. Oh, you had it. Oh, you ain't heard about? Yes. Hall & Oates are in a bitter feud right now.
Wow. What?
Would have never thought. Would have never thought. We don't know people's. We don't know what people have going on. You know, we don't know what's going on. But I would have never thought in a million years Hall & Oates would be beefing like this. I when I read it, I couldn't believe it.
So what happened?
I just saw like one of them doesn't want the other one to play their music anymore if he can't get paid from the shows. I'm looking it up now. You know that's what B.D.U.B here for. Daryl Hall is suing John Oates over plan to sell stake in joint venture. Restraining order, Hall & Oates. Like, this is crazy. But it's always about the money at the end of the day.
Follow the money.
You said you don't want it?
I said follow the money.
Follow the money at all times. Follow the money. But yeah, that kind of caught me off guard too. Hall & Oates is my guys. Like, great music. Now they don't get along. Just like, okay. What breakup hip hop group messed with you the most? Sit and think on it if you need to. But what breakup hip hop group was like, oh, I cannot believe this? Yeah. Yeah, because there's been some serious hip-hop breakups. Shouldn't think on it for a second.
Didn't Brand Nubian fall out at one point, too?
They did. Remember, Grand Puba wasn't doing songs with Sadat X and Lord Jamal.
But I saw them on the doorstep or front porch, whatever that shit called.
I think they've...
Well, yeah, they've reconciled. But I'm just like, yeah.
I think a lot of groups have hashed out the differences that they had.
And when fucking Big Boy and Andre weren't doing their thing.
That one was... I'm going to tell you the ones that stood out to me. Pete Rock, CL Smooth.
I mean, they only really had that two classics. You know what I mean? But that was...
That kind of like when Havoc and Prodigy said they were giving up. I was like...
You know... When the RZA fell out with the Woo, when he was like, I'm not doing y'all shit.
When P fell out with Eric.
EPMD, nigga.
Yeah, like that story crazy. Like when those two fell out, I was like, wow. But that's when you learn, like, that's when you start seeing like groups don't last. Like money usually comes in the middle of things. Like Public Enemy, I don't even know a Public Enemy back together anymore. Like I don't
Flavor.
Like I don't even know a Public Enemy is even back together anymore. That thing's been going on so long. So you know, shout out to all the groups who have come through, got back together. You know, because it's hard being in a group. It really is. Money get to it. One dude get the big head. I think I'm better than the other. And then everything going different ways. So, topic switch. So, last week, maybe 2 weeks ago, we had discovered that Teyana Taylor and Iman Shumpert had filed for divorce. This week it comes out that the reason behind Teyana Taylor filing for divorce, they said Teyana Taylor filed for divorce. They said that allegedly was being accused that Iman Shumpert was a narcissist and couldn't deal with her success after he had given up his basketball career.
Oh, that's terrible. That's fucking terrible if that's the case.
That's what's being alleged, the accusation. Now,
bro, if that's the case, that's fucking terrible. That's tragic. You don't want to see your better half succeed or your other, whatever you want to call it, but word?
like,
Wow.
it was kind of shocking to me because, you know, I thought that, you know, I thought they had a nice relationship and stuff like that, but coming out and being accused of him being a narcissist and stuff like that, and I've listened to him and stuff like that. It's not like Iman Shumpert is a nobody. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he was getting his little burn doing the podcast circuit. He a funny dude. Like, Iman Shumpert, a funny guy. But, yeah, seeing, like, not wanting to see your...
And he was a defensive menace. Like, the boy can ball. Very extremely talented. I'm just saying, if that's the case, man, that's terrible. The one thing I would hate to see is somebody feel some certain type of way, especially if it's not any positive light, that your
like,
partner,
but you want your partner to be like as successful as possible. Like,
that's a reflection of you. Still, y'all, it's the same household. You know what I mean? Like certain, I don't know. Maybe, like, hey, you know, every week I'd be like, damn, maybe I'm old. Shit, I'm just old.
I mean, like I said, to me, I thought they had the dynamics of the relationship straight. Like, everybody got to do their own thing. You know, everybody was happy. I guess that's not really what was being, you know, what was real. I thought it was cool. You know what I'm saying? But that's what's being alleged against the mom, was that he was a narcissist. I'm like, y'all are both famous. Like, I believe both of y'all are probably narcissistic. Like, if it was me, I would think both of y'all are kind of narcissistic because, you know, and then I will say, though, that Teyana probably 5 years probably is a bigger name than Iman.
Oh, yeah, because she's a actual artist and actress. Iman, well,
Look,
he did do Dancing with the Stars and all that
that's
too.
Why, that's why I didn't want to, you know, I didn't want to play Iman like that because he known on the court like that. Like, he played with LeBron. I think he got a ring with LeBron, if I'm right.
That's what I'm saying. He's a dude.
Like,
he was a monster.
They're both famous.
But I'm just saying, if that's the mentality, that's
Teyana
crazy.
was just famous a little bit more recent than he was. His celebrity went down, hers went up, and I guess they were trying to say like he was still trying to capture that celeb status, and it's like, but you know, I wish them well. I hope they, you know, can work out whatever it is they're going through and stuff like that. But like I said, I liked the little relationship they had. You know, I thought it was dope. Anything else? I think I got one more topic for tonight. Meg says she don't want to be a freak no more. Meg the Stallion says that she don't want to be a freak no more. And I could kind of understand why, you know, because a lot of these dudes do be pillow talking. It'd be a lot of pillow talking and stuff like that. Like, a lot of her personal business got out there, you know. Guys can't keep their mouth shut, you know, so she can't be all freak.
Niggas shooting her.
Yeah. Well, of course. But she can't be all, you know, free with the goods like she was before. Now she has to put, you know, a little what would we call it? She got to reel it in some. Because the way she was making it sound was like she might have been for the streets at that time.
And remember, you know, certain niggas ain't want to be players no more. So, you know, I guess it's just growth.
Growth?
Yeah, maybe it's just growth.
I believe it's growth. I mean, like you say, after a while, some shit just gets old. Like, you know, you just get tired of doing certain things after a while. So I can kind of respect, like, not letting everybody put their hands in the cookie jar no more. Now you just letting a select few put their hands in the cookie jar. Like, now you vetted the people, and now you know exactly who will not talk and who going to talk. So now those are the people you're going to deal with. Definitely understand that. Anything you want to talk about before we slide up out of here? See, tonight was, to me, a good show. We got to cover a lot of things.
Wide range of topics.
We did. It was a wide range of topics.
Basically, they're saying the fall of Minneapolis is about Derek Chauvin. Big business out there, and how, you know. So I'm assuming I got to watch it. I'm not even gonna comment on it. I got to watch it first.
Well, but I've, to the thing of Minneapolis, I've always heard like their police force has been like not the most upstanding of police forces. I've always heard that about Minneapolis.
Oh yeah, that's when I was, and that's especially when I was into politics. They've been talking about that.
Yeah,
shit.
like
that ain't nothing new.
They went and did an investigation.
Yeah, they've
on
done
the police
investigations out there and all
department, if
that.
I remember correctly. So, you know, I'll definitely check that out. It's a couple of things I'm gonna check out. Any movies caught your attention coming out?
Nigga, I ain't B.D.U.B. I am gonna watch Squid Games though. The new season of that started.
I think I saw Taraji playing Rosa Parks. I think that's what I saw. Anything else? Nothing else I could really think of. It is Christmas time. With the holidays coming in, I just want to take a minute to tell y'all, like, don't go broke trying to look like all-stars for your kids for Christmas.
Or don't go broke trying to save money.
Like,
because that's just as fucking foolish. Don't go broke trying to save money because you out here spending all your goddamn. Like, don't be that stupid, yo. Don't be that stupid either.
It is that time of the year. It is Christmas time coming up. This is the time when people hopefully are a little bit more festive. You know what? Are you in the spirit, the Christmas spirit yet, or it hasn't hit you yet?
I mean, it just, what do you mean by that?
Is it just one swooping holiday spirit, or do you go for Thanksgiving? Then it's like, okay, now I'm getting ready to get into the Christmas spirit.
Well, you got to remember, they killed my dog on New Year's. So it's like.
I can see it holding like.
Yes,
you know that's around. You know that's what's hanging around the corner.
So it's like, and I don't want to be I don't want to
Go
be
into
bah
the
humbug.
holidays
Like, I don't want to
be
be that guy.
But know what's waiting
Yeah,
around the corner.
nigga. Like, so it's
like
I enjoy it. You know what I mean? Especially since, you know, for the youth, man, we got kids, yo. We got, oh, nigga, the great niece, nigga. So
shout out
like,
Zoo.
Bruh,
Shout
so it's
out
like
Zoo.
just little things like that, yo. It's like I try not to let it overshadow the bigger picture.
What it's all about, you know, it's about putting smiles on people's faces, but not going damn broke.
Yeah, like don't be
Don't be out here being foolish going broke with the holidays coming up, because, you know, that's not the Christmas spirit. Christmas spirit is not spending a whole bunch of money. That's not what it's about. The Christmas spirit is about spreading joy, you know, putting smiles on people's faces. You know, this is the time of year when you want people to feel good. We can go back to the regular after the top of the year, but this time of the year, and my birthday coming up. My birthday.
You ain't gonna do shit.
See, that's a lie. That you a lie. You a lie. We gonna do something this year. I'm figuring it out now. What you want to do?
Whatever, nigga.
What you want to do?
Whatever, nigga.
What you want to do? It's my birthday in 2 weeks. That's why I really get excited. My nephew birthday in 3 weeks. My daughter birthday in 3 weeks. Like this my time of the year. This what I get excited. So, you know, shout out to everybody who tuned in and watched us tonight. Appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
We need these hours, yo. We need these.
We
watch
definitely
hours.
need these watched hours. So share our shit. Shout out B.D.U.B. Shout out my girl Kelli Jo.
Y'all better have fun. Y'all better have fun tonight too, yo.
Oh yeah. shout out everybody who went to the largest bonfire in the world. Is that what it is?
I guess because they're doing bonfires there. I looked up. I seen them. They doing them in South Carolina in the Met too. Yeah.
Well, shout out to the largest bonfire they were doing tonight out in the country. Everybody out there have a good time. Be safe.
Be safe.
And we will catch y'all. We might do a show during the week. If not, we'll catch y'all next Saturday. No drinking and driving.
Please,
y'all be
God,
safe
don't.
tonight.
People be out here.
Peace.
LLP.